Everybody. I know this is kind of a long video, but we did this last night, so it would have been, what, the 6th of July? I'm recording this on the 7th. I'm hoping that this gets out tonight. If not, then whatever. John just went home. He's back. Hopefully, I haven't heard from him. Hopefully he got on the right bus. He should be back in Queens. Anyway, so I sat down with John, as you'll see here, and we actually went through the video in question, the San Francisco video, and we talked about what he said and what he meant. It was mostly just having to do with what he said because it was pretty straightforward, most of it. You know, there was only one instance where it needed real clarification. The rest was kind of just laughing and kind of taking the piss. Few things. First of all, the brew house, since we drew such a crowd and was such a well, I mean, the video itself didn't get that many views, but it was such a physical success, and that we had an actual crowd of people, and we had people wanting to jump in and talk in real life, that we are getting the upstairs VIP section on Saturdays for the podcast. We'll come in, myself, obviously, and any of my guests that can actually physically make it will drink for free. Not sure about eating. We've got to kind of discuss some of this stuff. Also, I got to discuss it with the owner. Let's see where that goes. So hopefully I'm not jumping the gun here, but I did speak to him. I went in for an espresso. He gave me a double shot, and we talked about that. Yeah, so I want to quick pick apart some stuff and post. I'm not going to play Rage's video and do all the clips because that would take forever, and I don't want this video to take 2 days to make. Before we get started on that, I see, let's see. So, John Gischala, a.k.a. J-Dubs, has an Encyclopedia Dramatica. I want to point out a couple of things. First of all, Encyclopedia Dramatica, while it can be humorous, it's not a good source of information. I did a breakdown of somebody falsifying information for Encyclopedia Dramatica, if it didn't already go without saying, it really should, about how somebody accused Esoteric Entity of being a pedophile, and that person, whose name's not going to cross my lips in this fucking video. There's plenty of videos on my channel explaining it. There's a whole playlist, I'll say that much. That person passed it off to another YouTuber who I will mention, Mr. Dapperton, who then expanded on that, and the allegations turned out to be false. Paul's ego, Paul Parkey, also has been accused of being a pedophile through Encyclopedia Dramatica, and TJ Kirk, so also accused of being a pedophile. So it's just a bunch of spurgs. If you take Encyclopedia Dramatica seriously, then you're a fucking idiot. False flagging is another thing. I don't, in the earlier days of YouTube, this was a thing. I don't endorse false flagging, but I don't even know if J-Dubs false flagged anyone. We do know who did. I won't say that, but whatever. I know that he doesn't flag now. He doesn't mostly bother himself with it, especially since he had his channel nuked for seemingly no reason at all. Yeah, I mean, so it is what it is. Atheist Rationale is a shithead. He actually probably didn't even watch the video. He probably just heard San Francisco and thought, oh, San Francisco, gays, Jamaica Queens, gays, whatever. Not once was homosexuality or gays mentioned. I won't say the word, this is the next thing I want to get to, I won't say the word in question that he was accused of being a racist over. The actual equivalent in Semitic languages to in both Hebrew and other Semitic languages like Arabic and Urdu. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize to my Iraqi people who speak Urdu. Starts with a K, and the reason we don't say it is because that word is actually really fucking racist. The connotation is that the person has a black soul, and that they are dirty and uncleansed and whatnot. So we don't fucking say that word. The Yiddish word that starts with an S that we were talking about before is in contention because it's used mostly by Goyim, and meant by them as a racist term. But when spoken by a Hebrew or a person who speaks Hebrew or Yiddish, it's not. So at this point, I consider that matter closed on my part. People will continue to talk about it as they always do. I have no issue with the Raging Atheist. That's the other thing. To be honest with you, we came on because we were all fucking wasted, and we thought, hey, I heard the Raging Atheist is doing a fucking thing. Somebody sent me a thing, said that he was talking shit. I still really haven't had a chance to go through the live stream before because we were doing our live stream, and then the king of the Jews in town basically took us on a wild fucking night, and there was a metal concert and a whole thing. So we were riding high, so we thought it would be funny to kind of come in and troll too. That's what the snowflake thing was about. He's like, I'm just going to go in and call him a fucking... I was like, okay, dude, you do whatever you want. But atheist rationale standard of evidence is lacking. I believe atheist rationale is anti-Semitic, and that's why he's all about, John's a fucking racist, he's a fucking Nazi, a homophobe. Because basically he wants to paint, because he's a Jew, because John is a Jew, he wants to paint him with all these epithets because he knows that nobody in the audience is actually going to look into it, because they take basically everything the Raging Atheist and other secular and skeptic community people, they take their word at face value like gospel truth, and they don't look into it. And even the Raging Atheist, I bet, hasn't actually watched the video. So now, for your viewing pleasure, I think I covered everything. The video. So, yeah. In addition to that, before we get started, I still don't have an issue coming on the Raging Atheist. I don't think that John's really interested in having a conversation at this point. The reason that we didn't actually, like, come in and have a real conversation is because it's actually kind of physically... It's not impossible, but it's so physically difficult for us to do that. And actually, the reason that we did this video that you're about to see, now that I'm almost 10 minutes into talking, is because we wanted to show the video and go through it one point at a time. We did, you know, it was kind of janky. I took my fucking phone camera, and I did, I just kind of panned it, but you'll see that. We just wanted to go through the whole thing a point at a time so that we can just be done with this chapter in propaganda podcast history and Raging Atheist fucking drama history. Rage, not that long ago, said that he likes dumpster fires, but only if it's like legitimate conversation. So we probably took some liberties with that definition. For that, I'll apologize for what it's worth. Not that anybody gives a fuck. You know, I'm yidwhistling, right? Anytime I say anything, oh, he's catching and he's fucking meshugana, and every time I use some kind of Yiddish word as an interjection, you know, everything becomes an interrogative at that point. It's like, you know, gotcha questions and shit like that, because, you know, you won't be able to actually show the video and the thing unless Rage brings it up, and I'm sure that he's not really concerned. Raging Atheist is a guy who has real life shit to deal with. So I don't really blame him for not watching it, but I would really appreciate it if he, like, if he said he was going to do something, if he would do it, or just stop saying he's going to do stuff, because he says this for, like, a lot of people. And again, it's no offense to him. I get it. I really fucking do. You've got more problems, you know, 99 problems, but Will Kincaid ain't one. I got you. I understand. It's not a big deal. But as a professional courtesy, I would appreciate it if you, you know, first of all, if you have an issue with me, like, text me, bro. And second of all, if you could, I would appreciate it if you, like, watch the video and just, like, if you're going to talk about me and you want me or John or whoever to actually be able to respond physically, to, like, let me know from this point out so that I can actually be in there to defend myself. Because it's not fair. Probably the easiest thing to do at this point would be to, like, probably just not mention me, if that's easier, I guess. It doesn't fucking matter. You and I have been cool. We settled this fucking thing, alright? You and John, it's whatever. I'm not John. I guess you think, you know, the company I keep is indicative of the kind of person I am. Is one thing, but when you haven't actually looked into the company that I keep, you know, whatever. You know, I give everyone a fair shake. So if J-Dubs has done some shady shit in the past, I'm not privy to. That's one thing. I'm really not keen to hold it against him because he's been nothing but good to me. You know, for the weeks and months that I've known him, and the, you know, month and a half or 2 months or however long it's been that we've been doing this podcast in question. So, again, I ramble. Without further ado, the fucking video. Hooray. Recording. Okay, it's going right now. So we're going to review the video in question together in the same room.
So I'm the most, do you have me in a good film? I like to be filmed, like, precisely. I want movie star quality. This
right. But no, this
is it. I'm not some schlep here.
We were going to set up the whole fucking thing. You said it was work. I know.
Jews look good on the silver screen.
Right,
That's why they call it the silver screen.
Fucking gold.
Jews run the Hollywood,
Goldstein, right? Exactly, right.
Okay. So I'm the most hateful person, right? Where's the mouse that I have? Okay, I'm the most hateful person. So let's go ahead and let's watch.
I think it's probably because it says InfoWars that he flipped shit. That's going to be pretty loud and hateful.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's healthy.
So I just want to start off by saying I'm this wonderfully hateful prick. I start off the video by saying I hope everyone's healthy and well, because I'm just a disgusting vermin, right? I want everyone to die.
I know.
Right?
You're a fucking cockroach.
I'm a cockroach. Alright, I'm just only praying for people to be happy.
Alright.
Go back to the screen.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and throw on the intro real quick.
Alright, we got
Twitter,
the intro.
the Instagram, the Facebook, the PayPal, the
Let's skip the intro.
WhatsApp, and other things you can find me on.
There we go.
Get a hold of me.
By the way, for those who are wondering, I'm drinking a nice glass of, I think it's chocolate milk. Very delicious.
So we're here going to talk about...
Wait, you didn't mix meat with that, though, did you?
I didn't eat meat
No, okay,
I
good,
waited a certain amount of time beforehand. Everything's okay. Kosher.
Kosher
cows. No goyim milk the cows.
Right.
Politics. Because I always talk about religion. I always talk about religion. I don't want to talk about politics. I made a...
The one time I talk about politics.
This is the video that everyone uses that says he's so fucking hateful.
So, this is why you don't mix religion and politics.
Vowed to myself that I'm going to talk about more politics. And I saw here on InfoWars, and I felt bad for Alex Jones. He got deplatformed by, all these different websites, Twitter, the Instagram, the YouTube.
Hi, Vay.
I knocked him off along with all his buddies.
It's almost a year ago.
Man,
that is almost a year ago.
Conservatives are having a really rough time. And Alex Jones is a normal guy. Like, Alex Jones isn't a lunatic. Like, see people make fun of him. They say he's a bad person.
I'm surprised that stupid hat prick didn't mention this.
Yeah.
You missed all the good stuff you could have used, you stupid schmuck.
Yeah, just to clarify, Alex Jones, he puts on a show. He hams it up. like I do. I'm hamming it up. It's a comedy show, right?
Right.
And people give Alex Jones crap because he said on court, "I'm a character," right?
Right.
Because what that means is not that his news is fake or that he's putting propaganda. It's that you get into it, you're behind the screen, you yell and you scream, and
yeah, like we did on the live stream just now.
Right. It's shtick. I know I'm Yiddish whistling. I'm
Yidwhistling, yes.
I'm using Yiddish terms, and it's my shtick. But this is just it is. I'm just hamming it up. So Alex Jones not too bad.
They only reporting the news. You know what I mean? They make fun of him, saying the frogs are gay. Okay, yeah, the water does make the frogs gay. That's scientists say.
Right.
That's a mainline. That's a mainline head. CNN.
I'm gonna say this one more time, and we'll explain it in a concise manner about the frogs gay shit. We'll just go through it one more fucking time, okay?
Right.
So a lot of farms use fucking Roundup. One of the ingredients in Roundup is toxic. It's called atrazine. Sometimes it gets into the natural water supply, the reservoirs. There's frogs in the I wouldn't drink. You better put that down, buddy. You're gonna get hurt. You can't get that on your skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not kosher for you anyway.
Oh, sorry.
So this atrazine gets in the water.
Like chemicals like this.
Right, and my nicotine. Okay, so when it gets in the water, it reacts with these frogs, their natural biology, right?
So
and when frogs go to mate, a male and a female, they mate externally. So the male gets on top of the female and engages in an act called emplexus. It squeezes her. It looks like they're humping,
right.
and she releases her eggs and he releases his sperm. And what this atrazine in the water was making these frogs do is making two male frogs engage in emplexus and release sperm. So frogs literally can't be gay because they can't engage in sexual intercourse. But that was a colloquialism. Right. So that's the frogs gay thing for the 100th fucking time for people who are too fucking stupid to understand. All right, go ahead.
Right.
You know, the mainstream
it
media
hurts my brain.
it.
I know.
But he's a conspiracy theorist because he says it.
Right.
Right, which is a true fact. I mean, he's saying a headline news article, and people say, "Oh, that's a conspiracy." How so? It's literally the news.
So here it says San Francisco is worse than a third world country. It's another shithole, and I don't believe I believe it because I live in New York and I go to work in Jamaica, Queens.
Right.
And Jamaica, Queens is a shithole. I mean, utter fucking shithole. That place is a complete trash heap.
Most cities are shitholes.
Like to quote.
Okay, so I agree. Okay, I say okay. I can understand why she says it's a shithole because I can relate.
Doesn't San Francisco have the highest homeless population? Pretty much anywhere.
That's what they talk about in the video, in the news article.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why she wants to get elected. Hold on. So I'm going to quote a movie. So I just said I'm going to quote a movie.
He just fucking said.
I'm just going to say that I'm going to quote a movie.
Robert De Niro from the movie Taxi Driver.
Robert De Niro.
Hopefully a rain will come and wash it all away. You know what I mean?
Oh, so like a fucking joke. You laughed. It's like a joke, not like actually wishing for fucking floods to come and drown people like Old Testament style. Are you fucking kidding me?
Taxi Driver, it's an interesting movie. Was he a hero or was he a villain? You know, some people say he's a hero at the end of the movie.
And you're talking about a fucking movie. You keep saying movie.
So I question that. You know, people say he's a hero at the end of the movie. I say, to me, he's a villain. You know, I don't exactly say the words villain, but I go, So I'm in the minority.
Right.
People say that he's the good guy in the film. He's a racist, a hateful person in the movie. But I question it. Okay, he does do something good in the movie. He kills a pimp that has a 13-year-old girl being raped and hurt.
Right, is that really a controversial opinion?
Should pimps be shot and killed? I think
for
so.
pimping out minors and stuff like that. Right.
But then again, I'm a hateful person, so I probably think that.
Right. The children rape. Right.
Well, interesting to think. People are dying on the streets and politicians.
So now we finished, right? I didn't pray. Where was me praying? What happened?
What?
I said, what the who?
Politicians aren't addressing the issue. Most politicians
what with
don't
them up?
address the issues.
So they don't. So I'm reading the article now. It says most politicians don't address the issues. I say, yeah, okay.
It's unlikely that a politician will ever do anything that actually benefits the world or the country or the place they're supposed to represent.
How conservative
You're
you
right.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm so liberal. I'm so
I don't like
conservative.
cops.
Yeah.
I don't like judges. I don't like politicians. They're scum of the
Did
earth.
you say you didn't like cops?
I don't like cops.
I'm
walking around with a blue line on the flag.
yeah.
Right.
It's a
Right, then I want to clarify that. I don't like cops, I don't like politicians, I don't like judges because they're not for me, right? This is a real conspiracy. Bob is a police officer. He hangs out with Joey the mayor. Joey the mayor hangs out with Tony the judge. They're friends. They're together. Who am I, the schmendrick that gets fucked by all three?
Right, and somewhere in between, there's the mafia and the bolita spot running the numbers at the fucking track, and they
Right.
got money in pockets and the cocaine and the hookers and the pimps. It's the way it works in the fucking city.
Right. So why am I going to be for that? Why would I support the system? I don't support the system.
Fuck the system, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
So obviously I'm not a person that's going to believe in a system.
Now people are going to accuse
I'd
you of being an anarchist and an insurrectionist.
Well, technically that would be anarchy. That would be considered. I'm on a stateless society. I mean,
Really?
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that about
Yeah.
you.
No.
You want a stateless society?
Sure. Yeah.
Holy fuck! That's wow.
We come out when we talk about the weeds, the truth comes out, huh?
Right.
scum of the earth. They don't care about the fellow man.
So the real scum of the earth.
They're
So the real scum of the earth, I'm saying, is the politicians and the mayor and stuff. I'm not really talking about whatever.
lousy pieces of trash. The Talmud says that the government will befriend you on their time of need, but when it's your time of need, they're not there to befriend you. Meaning, they're not there for you. Okay,
Very
but they need
conservative,
something,
talking
they'll
about how
take
much he
your
hates the
money, they'll
government.
Suck you like a parasite. But when it's you that needs the help, adios. I don't know. Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, you just see the trail, not the person.
Oh man, to be honest with you, I didn't realize how boring my videos are. I can't believe to be honest with you, atheist reaction. You sat through this video. I'm surprised you didn't hang yourself in the coat closet.
Yeah. Do you want to put it on double speed?
Yeah, how do we put it on double speed?
Go over to where it says CC and go to the right of that where it says HD. No, not right there. Yeah, there you go. And then playback speed. Just go ahead and hit 2.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Well, let's not try 2. Let's try 1.5.
Oh, okay. That's
Baruch
perfect.
Hashem, that might be too fast.
I pray for this country. Maybe we should say something.
So I pray for the country.
We've even got the fucking subtitles
so we got
on
the
this.
subtitles. So maybe we should say something healing.
Something healing. Oh shit.
Maybe we should say something
Oh
healing.
man.
For the country. I don't know. What's a good thing healing to say for San Francisco? San Francisco needs healing.
So it doesn't need destroying with brimstone and fire. It needs healing.
Like certain religious denominations.
What a fuck.
What I know you're
fuck
you're
dog.
fucking
AR,
verklempt. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know, this is
You
silly.
fucking hateful.
So we're gonna open up the Psalms.
What's a good thing healing?
To healing, they misspelled
To
it.
God alone does my soul hope. My salvation is from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold.
So God is my rock, my salvation, my hope comes from God.
I shall not falter greatly until when.
So I'm not going to fall because God's my salvation. God's my foundation. So my feet won't fall underneath me because I have a good study.
You will plot my disasters for men.
So He will destroy the plot. So men will plot my disaster, but God will be there, right?
May you all be killed like a leaning wall, a toppled.
So God will. So basically, saying is that just like a wall crumbles, your plot that you come from me will be destroyed. Meaning that you're plotting my destruction because God is my foundation. You're going to be. I have a good foundation. I'm going to be survived, but your foundation is like a wobbly wall that's going to be like this.
Right.
I'm not praying for destruction.
All right.
Saying.
That's the first. Well, here's the other thing. Pause it. Here's
Okay.
what I point out. We're already 5 minutes into this fucking video, almost 12 minutes of recording, and so far, this is the first instance of you saying the word "kill," and it's in a context that's been misconstrued.
Right. It's in the concept of the kill the wall.
Right.
And then inanimate object that will fall.
Oh my
over.
God! Kill the wall. What are you, some kind of fucking Hillary supporter?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's hateful.
alone, they scheme to topple me. They favor falsehoods with their mouths. They bless, and in their hearts they curse.
So this is fitting for AR. These people are cursing me. They're spitting lies about me. They're making up false things. Ah, who's doing that? Raging Atheist, AR, all these other spendricks.
Right.
Let's put the video back.
Oh, you're
on.
yidwhistling again. You
I
gotta
know,
stop
I'm
that. You're fucking
yidwhistling.
hateful being.
I
You're gonna
know.
say 3 Hail Marys.
To God alone does my soul hope, for my hope is from Him.
So this video is all about hope and healing. I keep saying hope and healing.
I don't know where the fuck he
destruction.
gets this shit. John and I sat down and had a conversation about this beforehand, and we went through these like I think, well, maybe I did say something hateful. I'm not sure what the fuck. And then we go through the video, and we're like we're doing now. We'll get to the fucking end.
My rock and salvation, my stronghold. I shall not falter. My salvation and honor is in God. My rock and my salvation, my refuge is in God. Trust in Him in all times, O nation. Pour out your hearts before Him. God is my refuge for us forever. God is a refuge for us forever. Men of vanity. Men are nothing but vanity. People are but transcendent. Where do they rise upon the scales? They are lighted in vanity. Put your trust in exploration, or do not put your trust in exploitation, or places of fruitful hope in robbery. If corrupt, wealth flourishes, peel away, no heed. God speaks one thing from which I perceive. The strength belongs to God, and that yours, my Lord, is kindness. For you repay each man according to his deeds.
So it's talking about how there's falsehoods in the world, there's deceiving in the world, but it's just going to all go away. Because why? Because truth ends at the end. Because God's in the end. Because something that's concrete and something that you can solidify is forever. Something that's temporary vanishes.
So far, I haven't heard any.
Right, and I'm all about love and love so far. I'm like a hippie in this video.
I know you.
I would thought you would.
Where's your fucking tie-dyed fucking smock or whatever the fuck this is?
You think this video was recorded at Woodstock?
I know it's.
Right. Let's go. Put it back to.
Well, we're not too far from Woodstock.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what song was that? 63. That's a good song. I feel bad for San Francisco. I definitely hope. Let's play this video.
So I feel bad. I feel bad for San Francisco, and I hope for it.
At what point do you mention LGBTQ?
I don't know. I don't think I talk about LGBTQ.
Right.
So let's go ahead. Let's continue to play the video.
Right.
I'm probably gonna get flagged off of YouTube for this video, censored. In a video with a conservative candidate running for San Francisco mayor 2019, Ellen Lee Sahu, she says that San Francisco is worse than a third world country. As a governor worker in the state, she talks about the corruption she experienced, and she's been kept out of debates and received hardly any news coverage.
So now we're getting to the video. I did my political commentary, made a couple of jokes. Everything was about love, peace, harmony.
Where the fuck is...
Right. So now this is the candidate. The candidate's saying this is a third world country. Those aren't my words. Those are the candidate's words.
Right. And we just read it right from here.
Right.
Let's go ahead. Let's see it. Let's look at this film.
San Francisco is lawless. There's no rule of law in San Francisco for many, many years. We are a sanctuary city, and we welcome criminals. We give free drugs for people with shoot drugs. We give out 400,000 free needles every month. You're talking about 5 million free needles every year that are paid by the taxpayers.
So there's this politician, an Asian woman minority, saying that the people are being fleeced by the government, by the politicians that I want to get rid of, right?
That looks like, that doesn't look like Japanese to me. It looks like Chinese script. I think.
She's Chinese. She's Chinese.
Oh, she is Chinese. Okay,
Chinese.
well, okay.
Okay, and she's saying it's a disgusting place. There's needles. They're homeless.
They're giving out too many free needles and all this shit. It's not for diabetics. It's not. Everybody knows what it's for.
Right. So okay, that she's saying it's a disgusting shithole.
Right, and then we just talked about the homeless problem. Does she get into that, or I think
she
you're
will
saying...
get into homeless.
Oh, okay.
The police are not able to do their job as police because we don't have the law for the police to do their job, to arrest people, to detain people. You know, if you think about it, Will, as a mom, I'm a mom. You know, I have 2 college kids. I don't see my kids or my grandkids having futures in San Francisco. The way that is worse than third world. The people are dying on the street for the last.
The people are dying on the street because it's a third world country.
Right.
People are dying in the street. That's her words. I'm saying, yeah, get out of there. She's saying, get out of there. I don't see a future.
People are fucking dying in the street, and there's a homeless problem. What's the big deal with saying get the fuck out of there? I would. If you lived in Tornado Alley and a fucking tornado came and tore down your house every year, and you just keep rebuilding, wouldn't it make sense to fucking move? I mean, maybe that's fucking bigoted to compare, you know, drugs and homelessness and all this bullshit with a fucking tornado. But I mean, it's. You get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Last 2 years, we had more than 400 people just die on the street.
Get out of there. Get out of New York, get out of California.
I worked for the government for 15 years. I am also a union representative for government employees. So for the background information, San Francisco, we had about 900,000 residents, and we had about 32,000 employees. 32,000 employees. My union, we had about 16,000 government employees. So I represent the bargaining team, which means that we negotiate with board of supervisors, elected officers, including the mayor.
Get out of there.
So when we go into different meetings, and I realize that there are a lot of things, they do it on purpose. So the money can make circles going to nonprofits, organizations. In San Francisco, we had about 992 nonprofit organizations, and many of the organizations, they repeat the same services, which means the services may or may not needed by people, but because nobody checked, nobody checked the balance, nobody checked what happened to the money. So we'll continue to see drugs. In my opinion, the current administration to support the drug dealers, welcoming the drug.
So the government spending is waste, and they're billing the government twice. So these programs that they're doing it multiple times for the same thing over and over. So it's this complete corruption.
8.5 fucking minutes into a 13.5 minute video.
Nothing
Where is LGBTQ?
Right.
Where's the rain? Where's the flood? That's what I want to see. Let's see where the fuck this is exactly.
Dealers to come to San Francisco and selling more drugs to drug people and then send them to rehab. And at one time I was told that, oh, you're glad that you have a job, so you can have a job because people are on drugs. Isn't that insane?
This is, I mean, it's
that's insane.
Yeah.
You're lucky to have a job because most people are on drugs. What does that have to say to someone?
It's like the closer we get to 2020 and the more humankind advance in different things, it's like the crazier we get. And it's almost like they do the crazy stuff and we're supposed to not even acknowledge it. And what's really crazy to me is that we can talk about what they're doing, and the reason why you want to come in and become mayor to fix all of these terrible things, and then they fight us and say that we're being hateful. I've had people say...
So this is a black person, a Chinese person, and a woman.
Right,
They're talking about this.
Right. All this stuff that was quoted as saying as being hateful and all this shit with the mayor and all that. This is coming from two minorities that we're talking about.
They're
they live
ones
in the
that don't
fucking...
like it. They don't like the needles. They don't like the drugs.
Right.
They don't like the homelessness.
You don't have to take it from a white Jew or whatever.
Right, a white person
fucking
isn't saying
motherfucker over here, right?
Say that I'm being hateful because I'm talking about the truth, and I can imagine that they're going to say the same thing to you because you want to help people. You're going to help the city.
Is it too loud?
San Francisco, it used to be a beautiful city, and the way that the left has destroyed the city. Nancy Pelosi, she's in the city. The Democrats in this state operate out of San Francisco. They don't even operate pretty much out of Sacramento.
It wasn't as crazy as it is today. Let's be honest. San Francisco, New York is another place. I mean, these places, okay, they're scraping the bottom of the ship hour today, but they're not, okay, they weren't like, world, let's be honest, they were always that, off-color place. They were a little tinge off color. They were a little freaky, baby. I mean, let's be honest there. Let's not get too carried away.
Out of San Francisco, so
right. I mean, these were always flamboyant. That's what they're known for. Shtick.
It's not even like Italians are flamboyant, for example, and they're fucking. Is that what you're talking about, or no?
I'm just saying it was. If you wanted to go to a place that was a little crazy, you went to New York, went to San Francisco.
Right.
Nice white, lily white nation. You went to North New York.
Right. The Adirondacks.
You went to the Adirondacks.
You know they see the homelessness. They know they see the needles. We know they see the feces. We know that they see all of the corruption.
That's the other thing.
Feces.
The shit pickers. In San Francisco, there was just a big thing about that they got a huge issue with people shitting in the streets in Skid Row, not just Skid Row, but and then basically scraping homeless people off the sidewalks with a shovel. There was a huge seriously, they just wander out of traffic and kill themselves.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that okay.
We know that they're aware of it, but it's like they like it. They love it.
I'm not sure if you know, they need the homeless to get the public money for themselves. So remember your question on how corruption goes? So think about it. In California, we had about 170,000 homeless throughout California. And San Francisco, we had about 15,000 now. And on an average night, minimum, 4,000 people sleep on the street. And many of them, 60% of them related to drug abuse, substance abuse, and they're dying, they're suffering on the street. You know what's the sad part about it? The government paid $3,900 to $17,000 a person, a homeless, a month. Okay, on the street. With that kind of money, they can live in a 6-star hotel. Okay,
sure.
Will you be agreeing? If you have $3,900 minimum for a healthy homeless, which means they're just homeless, but they don't have health issues. But for a homeless who are maybe mentally ill or physically ill, they budget $17,000 a month. So with that kind of money, they can send them to any country and tell them to stay there and enjoy a vacation for a long time. And with that kind of money, I kind of calculate.
This woman is very well spoken. She knows the game. She knows what's up. Will she get elected? That's problematic. She's not going to get the votes. I mean, people can't
Where's
vote.
the
and change things, but,
LGBTQ
does
shit?
voting work?
That's what I want to see.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Will she be elected? Obviously not. She's too well spoken. She knows what's up. She's gone. Hillary's probably going to kill her soon. I mean, it's unfortunate that good people don't get elected. If it's not about politics. It's not like, well, I'm a liberal, so I believe in this. I'm a conservative, so I believe in that. It just seems that way that scum gets elected. No matter it's liberal. I think it's good liberals and it's good conservatives. They're good this, they're good that. But good people don't seem to be getting elected or being put in charge. Because if good people, if everyone in Congress was a good person and was a reasonable, rational human being and actually one of the best of society, things would get done. Things would get changed. But they're not. They're not good people. These are bad people. And so it is what it is. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Give me your thoughts and opinions.
Oh, so nothing.
Will this wonderful woman get elected?
Let's wait.
San Francisco
Maybe
mayor
you say
race,
kill the
2019,
gays
who
or
knows?
something.
But may God grant us the desires of our hearts. God has proven to me that He fulfills every desire that I ever had. So trust in the Lord, hope in the Lord, let your heart be valiant. Amen. God bless. Take care.
Again, I end the video with another loving hippie.
I don't know what you filthy fucking liberal son of a bitch.
So, Will, you saw this hateful video that I made.
That was really fucking hateful. You mentioned kill once in the whole thing. You explained what it meant within the context of the scripture.
Right.
And it had nothing to fucking do with actually wishing death upon anyone.
Right.
And what I'm guessing people are going to do is they're going to go to their Bible and not their fucking Torah. They're going to read the King James Version probably, or the New Living Version, or what the fuck.
Right.
And they're going to say it says something else to, a bunch of fucking goyim. And, of course, you're a Jew, and you would never fucking quote the King James Version of the fucking Bible and take that as,
the Word of God.
Right. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. I'm guessing this is going to continue ad infinitum. I think that we're pretty much done with this bullshit now.
Right.
I sat here with him as I do, because it's not part of my life. It doesn't matter. It never mattered. It's just, I'm marrying a beautiful woman. This man's married to a fucking beautiful woman.
Right.
And
Brazilian supermodel, and that's it.
Right.
I do this. Does this bother me? William was the one that wanted this video.
Right.
William said, "Did you really say this hateful thing? Let's watch the video." I said, "Okay, let's go watch it." This doesn't lean on my heart. This doesn't weigh on me. I go home and I have a wonderful life. This is you.
I knew John wouldn't say something like that. I fucking know John.
Right.
John's in my fucking house right now. That's where we're recording from.
So where is this going on? William Kincaid's channel?
Yeah, it's going on my channel, and you can feel free to mirror it or whatever the fuck.
And the Raising Atheist can go suck on my left nut, and the atheist rational will suck on my right nut. He'll suck on my left nut.
Right.
And then I blow a load at my beautiful wife, because really it's metaphorical.
Right. It's really political, right?
I don't really want that.
I'm gonna fucking.
Because these people are snowflakes.
That's what I said on the thing.
He got triggered like a snowflake because I called him a snowflake, and honestly, snowflakes get pissy about things. Well,
there's a lot of kayfabe that goes on. It's like fake rage for entertainment value, and I can respect that though. But it's like, it is what it is, and the whole fucking chat and everything. I think we could probably close the books on this.
Close the books. Case closed.
Unless
the verdict
you really
is not homophobic. Not wishing death on minorities.
You never said anything about wishing death on minorities, or for the 100th fucking time, like Ben Shapiro. My wife's a fucking doctor. Or no, that's Brett Keene's voice. My wife is a doctor. Fucking. His wife is black. She's fucking black. She's Latino. She's te amo. He's speaking Portuguese. It's beautiful. Oh, it's cute. Okay, well,
adios, amigo. Okay, ¿cómo estás?
Right, he learned he learned a whole nother fucking language, and he's moving to Brazil on the 9th. Today's the fucking 7th now. It's 12:18 a.m. It's hateful. We gotta get up for breakfast and meet our lovely Jewish friend on.
Take care.
Take care.
Peace out. It's just like I always do.
Do your blessing.
I open up the video and I close the video with a blessing, a bracha, and I say only good things. May God grant us the desires of our hearts. So, amen.
Amen. Okay, I think we're going to pack it in. All right, have a good night, everybody, or day, or whatever the fuck. Okay, see you later.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, back here with another video. ¿Cómo estás? Hola. Now that everyone's doing good, muy bien, excellent, all good things. So I'm here in upstate New York with Will, and we had a fun weekend. We're wrapping it up. You're taking me back in Greyhound, right, Will?
Right, yep.
And so, we're watching a Rage video where Rage is, saying he's upset, he's butthurt that I call him a snowflake, which is what snowflakes do. So, as you can see here, the beautiful scenery, the beautiful upstate New York. You don't get this in Jamaica. People got on me for the Jamaica thing. But you know what? I don't stay up all night worried about things that people say on the internet. Why? Because I go home to a Brazilian supermodel. And so, I have a beautiful life. I have a lovely wife. I had a lovely weekend. And how much of our time was really, if you put it in a ratio, right? You say maybe 1% of our weekend was dealing with rage,
Probably, or anything like that.
It doesn't even hit 1%. So 99.9% of awesome sauce, the boss, just kicking ass and taking names, enjoying nature, going out to eat, seeing the sights. So rage. That's my answer to you. Take care. Have a good day. Hope everything works out.